what is happening? It is time for your June 2021 reading. June 2021 for Aries. So if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. Ooh, 4 cups just popped out. Silent treatment. Silent treatment. Ooh, maybe. We'll see if it comes back out. But yeah, information for scheduling personal readings is in the description of the video. Also the Amazon links where you can buy every single tarot deck featured in my videos. All that's in the description, okay? So let's hop right into this. The first thing that I want to look at is the person you're dealing with and their feelings, their thoughts, how they view you. That to me is just always the best way to start out a reading, you know what I mean? And then at the end of this, we are going to look at new things coming in. For those of you who are not interested in any current or past people or whatever this is, we're looking at new things coming in at the end, okay? Let's see how this person feels about you. How they view you. What are their thoughts about you? Two more shuffles. Two more. The Death card reversed could be a Scorpio for some of you. Okay, so this is something that definitely didn't end the way they wanted it to end. That's for sure. For a lot of you, they didn't want it to end at all. Okay, yeah. So they've definitely not moved past this. But they don't want you to know. They really want you to think that they just don't care. Okay? They have a lot of pride. This person has a lot of pride. They think that you're afraid of commitment. They think that you're afraid of commitment. They also think you owe them an apology. You owe them an apology for something. Okay, it could be a Virgo for some of you. Hermit reversed. All right, they're definitely still in love with you. They don't want you to know, though. They don't want you to know the feelings that they have. Yeah, they're still carrying this burden. Could be a Pisces for some of you. I really feel like they want to open up and express how they feel and express their true feelings. But they feel like you owe them an apology. Like, look, I'm not even going to bother. I'm glad if you want to come forward and apologize to me, that's great. Yeah, it's not my job to come and apologize. It's your job, basically. See what I'm saying? But they're still holding on to this and not letting go of it. Yep, they're still carrying this burden. Could be another Aries for some of you. So real quick, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aries, or Pisces, okay? But yeah, I kind of feel like, I think it's them that has a lot of pride. I think you all both, it's like a pride competition here, you know? It's like a pride competition. They don't want to swallow their pride and open up to you because they feel like you owe them an apology. So if you reach out to them, you see what I'm saying? Well, let me just look here. Let me just look here and see what kind of potential the two of you have. What's the potential here? If the two of you were to come together and work this out, what's the potential? Remember, potential energy is just potential energy. This is not an outcome. I just want to see, basically like the best case scenario. If the two of you were to come together and actually work on this, would there be any potential? Three more shuffles here. 3 more. Last one. Nine of Swords. Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, Emperor reversed. 10 of Pentacles, there is potential here. There is potential. Okay, but again, I think the problem here, the biggest problem is pride and insecurity. One, the other, or both of you is really insecure. I think there's insecurity issues here between the two of you. Could be both of you. Okay, because there's that Queen of Wands again, and the Emperor is reversed. Okay, this could be your energy. This is the Aries card, but regardless, it could be both of you. I kind of feel like I'm really insecure and I have low self-esteem, but I'm too proud to show it. And you all are both kind of mirroring each other that way. You know what I mean? Now, I know that's not every last one of you. If you're sitting there saying, man, I ain't insecure about nothing, and you can say that in your heart, then I'm not talking about you. But that energy is definitely in there. That energy is definitely in there, okay? But if the two of you were to actually open up and communicate and be vulnerable to each other, there is massive potential here. Massive. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. But yeah, the two of you have the potential to build an entire empire together with the Ten of Pentacles here. Communication is horrible. Both of you need to let your guard down. And until you do that, it looks to me like the door is shut. This door is not going to open until one, the other, or both of you chooses to let your guard down and be the bigger person and open up and be vulnerable. But Queen of Wands, Emperor reversed. There's too much tension between the two of you. There's too much tension. I want to see how you view this person. How do you view them? How do you see them? What are your thoughts on them? Oop. I feel like that deck said no just now. That deck said no. Okay. How does Aries view this person? Universe, source, spirit? How do you feel about them? What are your thoughts on this person? Okay, the Moon card. You feel like, could be a Pisces again, but I feel like you feel like they're too closed off and don't want to open up and express themselves. They're too closed off. They keep their emotions to themselves. They're not real, raw, and authentic with how they really feel, you know? And I've never personally met an Aries that has a tolerance for that kind of behavior. I never have. Okay, so, yeah. You definitely feel like, well, this Moon card and this Queen of Pentacles right here scream more than anything. Could be a third-party situation for some of you. But you really feel like this person is too defensive. They're on defense mode. They take things too personally. And I think you feel like they're a little bit too sensitive. But the biggest thing that I'm seeing here also, they may have a bit of an attitude problem. Could be an air sign for some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They have a bad attitude. Some of you also feel like this person's manipulative as well, but you do still love them. You have feelings for this person. So y'all both have feelings for each other, okay? Could be blocked communication between the two of you, but you don't feel like they're willing to open up and communicate, and that they're just too stubborn. They're carrying around too much emotional, vibrational baggage with them, yeah. Oh, and they're a bit manipulative as well. I do think, though, that given the opportunity, you would come together with them and work with them. But the problem is you all are both waiting on each other to make the first move. You all are both waiting on each other to make the first move. Well, let's see what actions they are taking. What actions is this person taking towards Aries, if any? If any. Will they come forward and be the bigger person? Or are they just going to keep standing back and waiting on you to come forward and be the bigger person? Let's see. King of Cups. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Two of Wands, overall. Not a whole lot of action. They're sitting around waiting on you. Okay, yeah, they want to avoid conflict. They're letting the tower fall and crash and burn. Okay, I really feel like they're trying to manifest a reconciliation with you, but they're waiting on you to reach out. Lover's card reversed. Yeah. I don't see him coming forward. I don't see him doing anything. This is a pride competition. They're deeply in love with you. Okay, it could be a water sign for some of you. And again, I think they're trying to manifest a reconciliation here. But, yeah, they still feel an incomplete cycle. I kind of feel like they're putting on a front, too. They're putting on a front to make you think that they've moved on, to make you think that they're happy and doing good. But I don't believe it. Not with that 10 of Wands. Not with that Ten of Wands. And they're just still remaining closed off and keeping things to themselves and not reaching out and saying anything or doing anything. Could be a Taurus for some of you or a Gemini. All right. Well, let's get an advice spread here. What's the best advice for Aries? Should Aries reach out? Or should Aries just maintain their stance and move on from this? Let's see. What's the best advice for Aries, universe, source, spirit? Ace of Swords, Aries. You might want to reach out. You might want to reach out. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Queen of Wands reversed. 9 of Wands, okay. So it would probably, okay, so more than likely it would be good for you to reach out, but don't let your guard down just yet, okay? Don't let your guard down just yet. Okay, so this is where the path splits off. I hate it when it does this, but I mean, when you come to me for a reading, I tell you how to navigate timelines instead of just sitting and waiting for a future to happen to you. But I would really, at least for my general readings here, rather get a default timeline, but it's splitting off, okay? So it would be wise for you to keep your guard up, okay? Because this person hasn't healed yet. So they very well could be bringing the same energy back to a reconciliation that was used to cause the problem. So you might want to keep your guard up and let your guard down slowly, okay? But it really looks like closing this cycle out, it would be best for you to reach out because I don't think they're going to swallow their pride. They're not going to swallow their pride, okay? Now, here's the thing. This is where the path splits off. Now I'm going to have to ask you to go inside and ask yourself some questions. What is it you really want? How badly do you really want this to work out? Okay? Now, for those of you who really want this to work out, it's best for you to reach out, and you need to be the bigger person and have patience with this individual, okay? Because you're going to need to provide them with a space in which they feel comfortable opening up. That's the thing that we have to do. If I expect you to be open, honest, and real with me, my responsibility is to provide you with a comfortable space where you feel comfortable opening up and being real. So I basically can't be acting sideways and acting crazy and funky and then blame you for throwing your guard up. You know what I mean? That's stupid of me to do that. And that's like setting unrealistic expectations. You know what I mean? But for those of you who I know, because there's some of you out there like, man, I want this to work out. I want to close this cycle out. I'd like it to work out. But it's just not that worth it. I would really rather close this cycle out. Still, it's best for you to reach out. But I would just reach out, say your piece, let bygones be bygones, and then let it go. Let it come to an end, okay? But I do think that it's going to be very important for you to make that move. Because I don't think they're not going to swallow their pride. I don't think they're going to swallow their pride. And this is what creates karma. The cycle has to be closed out. Or you and this person will be back in the next lifetime trying it all over again. Okay? Excuse me. All right. Now let's look at new things coming in. New things coming in for Aries. Ooh. If you are not dealing with or interested in anything new coming in, this is not for you. This is only for my Aries people who are either dealing with or wanting something new coming in here. Let's look at this new person, the new person Aries is dealing with and how they feel about you, how they view you, and what their intentions are. King of Cups, boy. Could be a water sign for some of you, but they definitely have a lot of feelings for you. A lot of feelings. Ten of Wands reversed. All right, so I really feel like they feel like being around you is like a breath of fresh air. They don't really feel the connection as strong as they would like. Basically, it's not one of those connections where it's like, oh my God, I need you. Oh, you know, it's not one of them real intense connections, but they definitely feel like being around you is a big breath of fresh air. And they have a lot of feelings for you. I feel like this is one of those types of situations where you're unlike anybody I've ever experienced before. I've never been with anybody like you. I've never been around somebody like you. This is weird. This is out of the norm. I don't really know how to take this. You know what I mean? Because usually I come together with somebody, I'm real nervous, I'm real freaked out, I'm constantly worrying what they think about me or if they're going to do, and I don't feel that with you. I feel really, woo-sa, Ten of Wands reversed. It seems like all my problems go away when I'm around you, you know? I don't really know if they're in a hurry to come together, you know, and take things to the next level right now. I think they're still being very cautious and they're slowly letting their guard down, okay? They might not be communicating, you know, completely, you know, in a really passionate way, okay? But with the King of Cups, Ten of Wands reversed, they definitely feel like this is a connection they've never felt before, you know? Let's see what actions they are taking. What actions is this person taking towards Aries, universe? What actions are they taking? Star card reverse could be an Aquarius for some of you. Ten of Cups, boy. Five of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Page of Swords. Five of Pentacles reversed again. This person has a fear of abandonment. That came out in the last spread, and I didn't really say anything. I wanted to see. A lot of times I'll do that for those of you who like to nitpick and at my work, and you're really like looking at every little thing that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times what I will do is a card will come out, and I won't speak on it. I'll just let it sit there. I'm like, let me see if that comes up in the next spread. And this Five of Pentacles reversed, if you look back, came up in the first spread. I didn't say anything, but this person definitely has a fear of abandonment. They're assessing things, okay? Because it feels too good to be true. It feels too good to be true, you know? I've never felt a connection like this. So if it feels too good to be true, it usually is. Not really. That's an energetic mistake on a lot of people's part, where what they do is they focus too much on the positive, so that negative tidal wave has to come hit and balance out. Well, that's a different topic for a different video, but anyway, they have a fear of abandonment, so they're assessing things right now. They're making sure that you are who you say you are, that your actions match up with your words and all that good stuff, and I think that it's going to take a little bit. But they are definitely coming forward with an offer, with every intention of taking things to the next level. For some of you, marriage could result here. You know, marriage and a family. Those of you who are new to my channel and new to my style, ask anybody who watches me. I don't sprinkle sugar on your reading to make it sound cute. Oh no. You know how many people I have pissed off in my career? A lot. If I had $1 for every person I've pissed off, I could probably retire right now. I'm not just saying this, okay? Ten of Cups is in the heart of, in the overall energy here, okay? Page of Swords in the heart of the spread. So they're approaching this with caution, okay? But they're after assessing things. I really feel like, could be a Leo for some of you. I have 2 Leo cards here. They're definitely coming forward with an offer, and looks like you all could be taking this to the next level. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Some of you have actually attracted your person, which is good. That's very, very good. But anyway, I do feel like those were your messages, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. I greatly appreciate every last one of you who tuned in, played along, showed love, support, and positive feedback. Greatly appreciate it. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube. Don't forget to look in the description box of this video for information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you sometime between right now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all